Let's say you're doing a recitation practice. Let's say we do one right now while I'm driving. More of an instructional, but I won't put everything into it. I'm not going to crash into this guy riding his bike. So let me just keep passing him by. Yes, very nice. So we'll do a recitation practice, okay? Very simple. Then we'll explain it. We'll recite Amitabha Buddha, but we'll do it this way. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo can mean many different, ideas within one perspective. To worship, to give praise. But then we have to look at Amitabha. What is the Amitabha? A Buddha's name. So, what is his name going to symbolize? Limitless life. Limitless light. There's two names, Amitabha. Whichever aspect you like to recite, that's fine. So, Amitabha, the Buddha of limitless life, the Buddha of limitless light. And when we recite his name, the methodology, one of them, because there's many different ways to recite, where you put your mind, where your attention is, what kind of visualization you're going to have, what kind of posture, what kind of mudra, all that. But let's say we're just going to do the recitation. We want to sound it out, so we apply our hearing aspect to cultivation. And as we recite, we're also focusing on the sound, so we're applying our mental faculty, right? So we have our hearing sense and our mental sense that we're going to apply to. So now we have two aspects of our senses that we're honing in. Our body, we're going to sit, most likely. And within our sitting, we don't want to be slouched over, so we're going to keep a nice, upright, well-balanced position. And now we have our feeling sense, our body sense. So now we have three senses we're focusing on. Our tongue is going to feel the vibration. And it's going to help with the syllables of the name Amitabha. So with our attention to our tongue, now we have our tongue sense honed in. How awesome is that? And, unless you're lighting up incense, you won't be really engaging your smelling sense except to breathe. So it's concentrating on focusing your breath and getting an even pace with your breath. So you can say, there goes your smelling sense, your nose sense. We're trying to cover as much as possible here. Our eyes now, what do we do with our eyes? Our eyes will just gaze lightly, eyelids slightly down, so our attention isn't really grasping for anything. So now we are grasping in our eyes sense, our seeing sense, to a single focus, not letting it jump all over the place. Now this is controlling that. I think we're covered all our bases now. And you recite with a simple tone, Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Amitabha Buddha. And what are we reciting? The Buddha of limitless light and limitless life? Are we showing praise and worship to an external energy and an external being, like an idol worship or something? No. Buddha itself is our truest nature, our clarity, our non-confused state. Limitless life and limitless light, well, that too is our truest nature. If there is limitless life and limitless light, then there is no darkness and there is no death. If there is none of those two, there is neither limitless light and limitless life. So now our core, our focus, or the core meaning is that there is this non-duality of our true nature. So what we are actually reciting is our true nature. And we're doing it just for the sake of having the ability to focus. That's in recitation practice. So whenever you want, before you go to bed, after you wake up, or any time during the day, you could be walking, standing, sitting, lying. You could be doing anything. You can lightly recite Namo Amitabha Buddha. Now, if you don't want anyone else to hear you say that, that's cool. Do it in your mind. And of course, you didn't hear me say it. So just do it in your mind with the attention to the things that are for your faculty when reciting, which basically means your mind. Faculty, your mind sense, your thinking sense. You can't really hear it with your ears, but you can hear it with your mind. Your eyes still do the same focus. Your body is upright in whatever you're doing. If you're lying down, you're in a posture where you're not all over the place and twisted and all funky, so on and so forth. You get the idea. But that's one application in recitation. There's a lot more magic that comes with that, but let's take it from there.